Imagine stumbling across a man in a distant village, a man rumored to be the oldest soldier in the world, a relic from the year 1915 or perhaps even earlier. His life is a wandering one, without a fixed abode, contrary to what you might expect. His feet are clad in worn military boots, his body draped in a tattered uniform adorned with ancient medals. One might wonder, how has he managed to preserve himself and this uniform against the ravages of time? His story begins, cryptically, with a muffled confession. It seems he is still fighting a war against the enemy, in alliance with the Nazis, and harboring a precious military secret. His refuge is the dense jungle, unaware or perhaps unwilling to accept that the world around him has moved on, that the war has ended. This is a reality no soldier wishes to face, the reality that they are no longer needed. A reality as earth-shattering as revealing to a Zoroastrian that the secret of fire has been revealed, or to a star-worshipping Sabian that the mystery of the stars has been unraveled. In a jesting attempt to uncover the deep secret that has kept this old soldier alive for so long, one might be reminded of the adage that a great purpose births hidden energies within a person. It seems this ancient soldier had prepared himself for such a purpose. Perhaps he wished to lighten the burden he carried in his chest, leading me through tangled, mysterious, dangerous paths to an aged bunker, where rusty iron boxes lay. Boxes he had been guarding in anticipation of the return of his military command and comrades. The contents of these boxes, according to him, were treasures, coveted by enemies. In his attempt to convince me, he began to spin tales. Tales I realized were taught to him. I asked if he ever opened these boxes. His response, a look of astonishment, was as if I was the enemy, uttering an unthinkable suggestion. He was undoubtedly a stickler for rules, as every soldier should be. His duty was to protect, not to know or desire more. He confessed that he could never sleep soundly at night, fearing the treasure, a national trust, might fall into enemy hands. After this revelation, he looked at me as if seeking validation for his past duty. I moved forward, embracing the old man. His simplicity made him respectable to me. When I pulled away, his eyes were misty with emotion, his hands trembling. Then he lay down for a long, peaceful sleep. That night, one of those nights when rain overflows its boundaries. Some believe the angels of heaven drowned in the rain when they discovered that the boxes the soldier had dedicated his life to guarding were filled with nothing but soil. But in my opinion, this is a completely different story, one that should not be mixed with the tale of the ancient soldier. Or perhaps there is no treasure greater than our own soil and land. This is how it should be written. This is how it should be read.